Welcome back, everyone. A sad day in Clinton. The body of Officer Christopher Ryan Morton just arrived back home. He will be buried early next week after dying in the line of duty. He and two other officers were shot after responding to a disturbance call Tuesday night in Clinton. His colleagues survived. He did not. That gunman was also killed. KCTV5's Abigail James is at the funeral home where the procession just arrived. Abigail, I can only imagine the emotion of the folks around you right now.
Gina and Joe, that's right. It's obviously a very somber time out here right now, a very heartbreaking scene to see this morning or this afternoon. Many family, friends, and police officers you can see are all gathered outside. They were here to receive Officer Morton's body. They arrived to the funeral home just before noon. Like I said, you can see many of them that are still standing outside right now. Many people lined the route all the way from Jackson County Medical Examiner's office to right here in Clinton, from where we're standing at right here at the funeral home. Many people have come outside of their homes. They're on the sidewalks, on their front porches to honor Officer Morton and his service to our community, state, and nation. Flags have lined both sides of the street all the way through this town, and people have been holding paper flags with a thin blue line. I was told that there were about 3,000 of those paper flags that were printed here in the community. Police from several other agencies are also filling in to help with the Clinton PD during this hard time. People here have described Officer Morton as someone who smiled at everyone and was upbeat and positive. Now, two of his co-workers were also shot and are recovering, all three of which, Gina and Joe, are absolute heroes. For now, reporting live, Abigail James, KCTV5 News.
Absolutely, just heartbreaking news that they're dealing with again in Clinton.
And they certainly are heroes. Thank you, Abby. We appreciate that report. Continuing our in-depth coverage this afternoon is KCTV5's Ashley Arnold, also live for us in Clinton. Ashley.
Well, Joe, Gina, at around 11:45, that's when people started to roll through here, and they were greeted by people who were standing along the lines here with their flags and wanting to support Officer Morton and all the police departments that were here. Businesses also have been supporting. You can see they have the thin blue line and also the flags in their displays, trying to show their support for this community and for this police department. Now, here's a look at what we were seeing when those crews first started to show up. There's plenty of people that have been lining along the streets, and also there are more than 100 vehicles from police departments all across Missouri that were here to support. We saw Greenwood, Cleveland, Concordia, Sweet Springs, Smithville, so many different agencies coming out to show their support, and they were welcomed gladly by people who were standing along the lines. We actually spoke to one woman, and this is what she had to say about why she was here today.
It gives me great pride in our community. I think we all are growing stronger all the time through all these difficulties we've had to face. And it's definitely a sign of what this community is about. We band together and lift one another up through the good and the bad.
And banding together and lifting one another up, that is one of the big common themes we've seen when talking to people out here about why they were here to support Morton's family, as well as the other two officers, as well as why they were just wanting to support one another. As all of you know, this is a community that this is the second time they've had a police officer shot and killed in the past 7 months. So everyone coming together. I know many of the people that we spoke to said they still had their flags from the last time they were here to honor Officer Gary Michael. So we'll have more content coming from them as far as what they're feeling and how they're working to kind of come together in this time. But for now, live in Clinton, Ashley Arnold, KCTV5 News.
Such an emotional day. So many heavy hearts. Ashley, thank you.